Understandably, here in Lincoln, there's a lot of concern about these reports of severe blood clotting. Local health officials stress the importance of keeping confidence in the other two vaccines while urging those who recently got the J&J shot to monitor their symptoms over the next few weeks. Good evening, Rod. As you heard the former Husker Katarian Legrone say, today's decision by the jury was a tremendous weight lifted off of his shoulders. Of course, not everyone agrees with that decision. Josh versus Josh versus Josh. That was the story here at Lincoln Air Park. Only one Josh could come out on top. Who was it? You'll have to watch to find out. Investigators are still working to determine whether there are other foster children placed under the care of Lopez and whether this location is a place where sexual abuse might have occurred. If you were driving on Adams Street this morning, you might have heard the hum of a drone. Now, it's all a part of a project to try to cut down cost and the time it takes to identify potholes and other stressed areas on Lincoln roads. I'm out here in Seward, and as you can see, I'm completely covered in snow. I've only been standing out here for 10 minutes. Don't worry, I've not been doing snow angels without you. You can't drive down South 17th Street without noticing Terry Selvage's Christmas lights, some of the most festive decorations in the area. This morning, Selvage and his family woke up to seeing much of that property destroyed. The man who lives in this Fairbury home says he was scrolling through Facebook last night before dozing off. The next thing he knew, his next door neighbor was pulling him out of his burning home. The victim tells me he was 4 minutes away from certain death. The question at the center of all of this, should things like sexuality and gender identity be taught in schools? Today, Nebraskans weighed in. Well, Deshaun, shout out to you for helping out someone who was stuck in the snow right here.
Yeah.
Right on, man.
Oh, yeah.
21-year-old Katarian Legrone says he's ready to get his life back on track. The former Husker tight end was arrested in December of 2019 along with teammate Andre Hunt, both men accused of raping a fellow student at their off-campus apartment. A lengthy investigation and court proceedings ultimately led to his trial this week and the verdict Thursday morning. Legrone's defense team was able to demonstrate to the jury that the accuser did not refuse consent in the alleged sexual encounter between the two.
I think there was a lot of reasonable doubt in this case. I think that a lot of the people that were accusing Mr. Legrone of things gave very inconsistent statements.
Legrone's mother, Jemiah, told Channel 8 what the past year and a half has been like for her son and her family.
He went to being nothing. He went to being an instant monster without research, without proof. And so we were down. It was times I felt suicidal because it's like these people are trying to take my baby from me.
Legrone's attorneys say social media played a key role in the defense.
In this case, the young lady who accused Mr. Legrone took Snapchats before she ever went into his apartment, while she was in his apartment, immediately following his apartment, and again Snapchats right before, or social media posts right before this trial about her state of mind.
This is tough. It takes courage to get through something like this. False allegations can ruin someone's life, and he persevered. And I'm very proud of him.
With the trial behind him, Legrone says he's been working out and plans on continuing to pursue football and his education.
I will continuing my football journey and just continuing living life and being happy.
Lancaster County Attorney Pat Condon released a statement about the not guilty verdict saying, quote, "Of course, we are very disappointed with the verdict, but we certainly appreciate the hard work of the jury. We are also very proud of the victim, the law enforcement officers, and our attorneys who worked on this case." Channel 8 reached out to the father of the alleged victim over the phone for reaction on the jury's decision. He declined comment. It was an absolute Josh pit at Lincoln Air Park on Saturday. Big Josh, Spider Josh, Little Josh, a plethora of Joshes gathered from all over the country to compete in the ultimate showdown.
I'm coming from Minnesota.
I'm coming all the way from Dallas. So I'm from Omaha.
I'm from Wichita, Kansas. I drove 4.5 hours to be here.
And of course, the man who started it all, Josh Swain of Arizona.
I'm feeling pretty insane right now. It's kind of out of body right now. I honestly couldn't really tell you. I have probably a billion thoughts going through my head at the moment.
A year ago, Swain took to Facebook and challenged as many Josh Swains as he could to a battle royale. The winner would earn the right to keep the name. As the idea went viral, Swain decided to use the opportunity to contribute to charity, the Lincoln Food Bank, and the Children's Hospital and Medical Center. Josh Swain of Omaha took a year to prepare and competed in an epic duel of rock, paper, scissors, best of three. They tied 3 times straight, but the original Josh Swain emerged victorious.
I found another Josh Swain. That was amazing. Did not expect that to happen. And I came out on top.
That's when the real competition began. Joshes from all over gathered in a circle to compete in a noodle fight. After an intense competition, the tiniest competitor, 4-year-old Josh Vincent Jr. of Lincoln, affectionately known as Little Josh, came out victorious.
I always fight everyone.
Little Josh spoke with Channel 8 after his victory.
How much fun did you have out there today?
A lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Oh, it's pretty awesome, man. He's going to remember this for the rest of his life.
Lift him up! Lift him up! Lift him up!
Reporting in Lincoln, Yousef Nasser, Channel 8 Eyewitness News.